actors, we request that no flash photography be taken during the performance. For the convenience of our patrons, please turn off all cell phones and pagers at this time. Thank you for supporting Wartburg Players and enjoy tonight's performance of Macbeth.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won, that shall be the set of sun. Where the place? Upon the heath. Here, to meet with Macbeth. I come, Grey Malkin. Help calls. Anon. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air.
What bloody man is that? He can report, as seemeth by his flight, of the revolt the new estate.
This is the sergeant, who like a good and hardy soldier fought against my captivity. Hail, brave friend! Say to the king thy knowledge of the broil as thou didst leave it.
Doubtful it stood, as two spent swimmers that do cling together and choke their art. The merciless MacDonald, worthy to be a rebel, or to that the multiplying villainies of nature do swarm upon him, from western isles of currents and gallowglasses is supplied. And fortune, on his damned quarrel smiling, showed like a rebel's whore. But all was too weak, for brave Macbeth, well, he deserves that name, disdaining fortune with his brandished steel, which smote with bloody execution, like valor's minion carved out his passage, till he faced the slave, which ne'er shook hands, nor bade farewell to him, till he unseamed him from the nave to the chaps, and fixed his head upon our battlements.
Oh, valiant cousin, worthy gentleman!
As once the sun begins its reflection, shipwrecking storms and direful thunders break. So from that spring whence comfort seems to come, discomfort swells. Mark, King of Scotland, mark! No sooner justice had with valor armed compelled these skipping currents to thrust their heels. But the Norwegian lord, surveying vantage with furbished arms and new supplies of men, began a fresh assault.
Dismayed not this our captains, Macbeth and Banquo.
Yes, as sparrows, eagles, or the hair of the lion. If I say sooth, I must report they were as cannons overcharged with double cracks. So they doubly redoubled strokes upon the foe. Except they meant to bathe in reeking wounds or memorize another Gabbatha. I cannot tell. But I'm weak. My gashes cry for help.
So well thy words become thee as thy wounds. They smack of honor both. Go get him, surgeons. Who comes here?
Thy worthy thane walks, and what a haste looks through his eyes. So should he look that seems to speak things strange.
Whence camest thou, worthy thane?
From Fife, great king, where the Norwegian banners flout the sky and fan our people cold. Norway himself, with terrible numbers, assisted by that most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict, till that Bellona's bridegroom, lacked in proof, confronted him in self-comparisons. Point against point, rebellious arm against arm, curbing his lavish spirit, and to conclude, the victory fell on us.
Great happiness!
That now Sweynor, the Norway's king, craves composition, nor would we deign him burial of his men till he dispersed at St. Colnay's Inch $10,000 to our general use.
No more this Thane of Cawdor shall deceive all bosom interest. Go, pronounce his present death, and with his former title, greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
When he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won.
Where hast thou been, sister? Killings. Why, sister? Where thou? Sailor's wife had chestnuts in her eye, and munched, and munched, and munched. Give me, quoth I. Amongst thee, witch, thou roast that run ye cried. Your husband's to another. Master, oh the cricket. But in a sea I'll thither sail, and like a rat without a tail, I'll do, and I'll do. I'll give you wind. Thou'rt kind. And I another. I myself have hold the other. I shall drain him dry as hay. Sleep shall neither night nor day hang upon his penthouse lid. He shall live a man forbid. Wearisome nights, night times night shall he to window, peak and pine. Though his bark cannot be lost, yet it shall be tempest tossed. Look what I have. Show me. Here I have a pilot's son. Wrecked as homeward he did come. A drum. Macbeth doth come. The weird sisters, hand in hand, posters of the sea and land, thus do go about. Thrice to thine. And thrice to mine. And thrice again to make up 9. Peace. The charms wound up.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
How far is gold for it? What are these? So withered and so wild in their attire that they look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on it. Live you, or aren't you which men may question? You seem to understand me, by each your choppy finger lying on her skinny lips. You should be withered, yet your beard forbid me to interpret that you are so.
Speak, if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Glamis. All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Cardiff. All hail Macbeth, that shall be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? In truth, are ye fantastical, or is indeed which outwardly ye show? My noble partner you greet with present grace and great prediction, noble having and royal hope. Yet to me you speak not. You can look into the sands of time, say which grain will grow, and which will not. Speak then to me. Neither beg nor fear your favors nor your hate.
Hail, hail, hail. Lesser than Macbeth and greater. Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth. All hail.
Stay! You imperfect speakers! Tell me more! My Finn of Stephen, nor I am the Thane of Glamis. But how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman, and to be king stands not within the prospects of belief. No more than to be Cawdor. Say from which you all this strange intelligence, or why in this blasted heat you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak! I charge you!
The earth hath These are of whither they vanished.
To the air. And what hath seen Corporal melted as breath into the wind. They have stayed!
Are these things as which you do speak about? Or have we eaten on the insane root which takes Therese imprisonment?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king. Oh,
Thane of Carter, too. Went it not so?
in the self-same tune and words. Who's here?
Oh,
The king hath happily received, Macbeth, news of thy success, and when he reads thy personal venture in the rebels' fight, his wonders and his praises do contend, which should be thine or his. Silence with that, and viewing all the rest of the self-same day, he finds thee in the stout Newanian ranks, nothing afeard of what thyself didst make, strange images of death. As quick as hail came post to post, and every one did bear thy praises in his kingdom's great defense, and poured them down before him.
We are sent to give thee for our royal master thanks, only to herald thee into his sight, not to pay thee.
And for an earnest of a greater honor, he begged me from him, called the Thane of Cawdor, in which edition hail most worthy thing,
Whoa.
for his thine.
Can the devil speak true?
the Thane of Carter lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Who was the thing lives yet, but under heavy judgment bears that life which he deserves to lose. Whether he was combined with those of Norway, or did line the rebel with hidden help and vantage, or that with both, he labored in his country's wreck, I know not. But treason's capital, confessed and proved, have overthrown him.
Arms. And Thane of Carter? The greatest lies behind. Do you not hope your children shall be kings, when those that promised the Thane of Carter to me promised no less to them?
That trust and hope might yet enkindle you unto the crown, besides Thane of Carter. But 'tis strange, and oftentimes, to win us to our harm, the instruments of darkness tell us truths. Win us with honest trifles to trade in deepest consequence. Cousins, a word, I pray you.
Two truths are told. Prolix, the swelling act of the imperial thing. I thank you, gentlemen. Supernatural felicity cannot be good. It can't be ill. If ill, why have it given me the earnest of success commencing in a truth? I am Thane of Carter. If good, why do I yield to that suggestions? For its image doth unfix my head, and make my seated heart knock against my ribs against the use of nature. Present fears are less than horrible imaginings. Thought, whose murder is but fantastical, shakes from my single state of man that function is smothered in surmise, and nothing is but what is not.
Look how our partners are at.
Chance will have me king. My chance may crown me without my stir.
Move honors to upon you, like our strange garments. Do not to them mold, but with the aid of use.
Come what come may, time and the hour runs through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Give me your favor. My dull brain was brought with things forgotten. Kind gentlemen, your pains are registered where every day I turn the leaf to read them. Let us toward the king. Think upon what hath chanced, and at more time, the interim having waited, let us speak our free hearts each to other.
Very gladly.
Till then enough. Come,
Is execution done on Carter? Are not those in commission yet returned?
My liege, they are not yet come back. But I have spoke with one who saw him die who did report, and frankly, he confessed his treasons, implored your highness' pardon, and set forth a great repentance. Nothing in his life became him like a legion. He died as one who had been studied in his death to throw away the dearest thing he owed as toward careless trifle.
There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman on whom I built an absolute trust. O worthiest cousin, the sin of my ingratitude even now was heavy on me. Thou art so far before that swiftest wing of recompense is slow to overtake thee. Would thou hast less deserved that the proportion both of thanks and payment might have been mine. Only have I left to say, more is thy due than more than all can pay.
The service and the loyalty I owe, in doing it pays itself. It is your highness' part to receive our duties, and our duties are to your throne, your state, your children, and your servants. And they do what they should by doing everything safe towards your love and honor.
Welcome hither. I have begun to plant thee and will labor to make thee full of growing. Noble Banquo, thou hast no less deserved, nor must be known no less to have done so. Let me enfold thee and hold thee to my heart.
Let earth grow. The harvest is your own.
My plenteous joys, wanton in their fullness, seek to hide themselves in drops of sorrow. Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and those whose places are the nearest know, we will establish our estate upon our eldest, Malcolm, whom we name hereafter Prince of Cumberland. Which honor must not, unaccompanied, invest him only, but signs of nobleness, like stars, will shine on all deservers. From hence to Inverness, and bind us further to you.
The rest is labor, which is not used for you. I'll be myself a harbinger, and make joyful the hearing of my wife with your approach. So humbly take my leave.
My worthy Carter,
the Prince of Cumberland.
It's a step on which I must fall down.
Or else o'erleap, for in thy way it lies.
Stars, hide your fires. Light see my black, deep desires. The eye wink at the hand, yet let that be which the eye fears to see. And the stuff.
true worthy Banquo, he is full so valiant, and in his commendations I am fed. It is a banquet to me. Come, let us after him, whose care is gone before to bid us welcome. It is a peerless kinsman.
They met me in the day of success, and I have learned by the perfectest report that they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I learned a desire to question them further, they made themselves air into which they vanished. Whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came messages from the king, all hailed me, Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these great sisters saluted me, and referred me to the coming on of time with, Hail, King that shalt be! This have I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightst not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay it to thy heart and farewell. Long thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, or without the illness should attend it. But thou wouldst highly, that wouldst thou holdily, wouldst not play false, and yet wouldst wrongly win. Thou wouldst have great longs, that which cries thus thou must do if thou have it, and that which thou dost fear to do, and wish it should be undone. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear, and chastise with the valor of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round, which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have thee crowned withal. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it. Who
form for preparation.
So please you, it is true, our Thane is coming. One of my fellows had the speed of him, who almost dead for breath, had scarcely more than to make up this message.
Give him tending. He brings great news. Raven himself is horse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits, that tend on mortal thoughts. Unsex me here and fill me from the crown to the toe chock full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood. Stop up the axis and passage to remorse that no compunctuous visitings of nature shake my fell purpose nor keep peace between the affect and it. Come to my woman's breast and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers. Wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Come, ignite, and pall in the dark smoke of hell, and my keen knife, see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold. Great lawns, worthy Cawdor, greater than both I'll hail hereafter. My letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel not the future in the instant.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he proposes.
No, never shall sun that morrow see. Your face, my pain, is as a book, where men may read strange matters. To beguile the time, look like the time. Bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for, and you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which to all our nights and days to come give solely sovereign sway and masterdom.
We'll speak further.
Only look up clear. To alter favor ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
This castle hath a pleasant seat. The air nimbly and sweetly recommends itself unto our gentle senses.
This guest of Summoner, the temple-haunting martlet, is approved by his love and masonry that the heaven's breath smells wooingly here. No jutty, frieze, buttress, or coign of vantage, but this bird hath made his pendant bed and croaker cradle, where they most do breed and haunt. I have observed, the air is delicate.
See, our hostess. The love which follows us sometime is our trouble, which we still think is love. Herein I shall teach you how you shall bid God ill us for your troubles, and thank us for your pains.
All our service in every point twice done, then done double. We're poor in single business to contend against those honors deep and broad wherewith your majesty loads our house.
Where's the Thane of Cawdor? We coursed him at the heel and had a purpose to be his purveyor, but he rides well, and his great love, sharp as his spur, hath holp him to his home before us. Very noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
Your servants ever have theirs themselves, and what is theirs and what?
Give me your hand. Conduct me to mine host. We love him highly, and shall continue our graces towards him. By your leave, hostess.
If it were done, 'twas done, and 'twere overdone quickly. If the assassination to tremble up the consequences, succeed success that this blow might be the be-all and the end-all. Here, on this bank and shore of time which jump the life to come. In these cases we shall have judgment here. But teach bloody instructions, and being taught, return to plague the inventor. And this even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poison chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and subject, strong both against the deed, and as his host, who should against his murder shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan is, for all his factions, he's so meek. It's been so clear in his great office. His virtues would be like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off. Oh no. What news?
He's almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
No, you not, he has.
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have received golden opinion from all sorts of people, which would be won knowing their newest glass. Not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk when you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since and wakes it now to look so green and pale like what it did so freely? From this time such I account thy love. Art thou appeared to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which thou esteemest the ornament of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not, wait upon I would, like the poor cat in the adage?
Prithee, peace! I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man, and to be more than what you were, you would be so much more the man. Nor time nor place did it adhere yet. He would make both. They have made themselves, and their fitness now does unmake you. I have given some, and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that knows me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from its boneless gums and dashed the brains out that I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail.
We fail! But screw your courage to this sticking place and we'll not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whereto the rather shall his day's hard journey soundly invite him, his two chamberlains, will I with wine and wassail so convince that memory the warder of the brain shall be as a few in the receipt of reason, Olympic only, when in swinish sleep their drenched natures lies in a death. What cannot do when I perform upon the unguarded Duncan, what not put upon his spongy officers who shall bear the guilt of our great quell.
Draining forth men, children only, for thy undaunted metal shall compose nothing but males. Will it not be received? When we have marked with blood those sleepy two of his own chamber? Oh, use their very daggers! They have done it!
Who dare deceive another, as we shall make our griefs and clamor roar upon his death.
I am settled, and bent on each terrible agent to get this terrible feat. Away, and mark the time of the fairest show. False heart is high. False head does not. Nah.
How goes the night, boy?
The moon is down. I have not heard it fly.
But she goes down at 12.
I take it 'tis later, sir.
Oh, take my sword. There's husbandry in heaven. Their candles are all out. Take thee that too. Heavy sorrows lies like lead upon me. Yet I would not sleep. Merciful powers, restraining me the thoughts that nature gives way to in repose. Give me my sword. Who's there?
Oh, a friend.
What, sir? Not yet addressed. The king's abed, and he hath been an unusual pleasure as of late. He sent me with great largesse to your offices. This diamond he greets your wife withal, by the name of most kind hostess, and shut up in measureless content.
Being unprepared, I will become a certain defect which else should free her from.
All's well. I dreamt last night of the three weird sisters. To you they have shown some truth.
I think not. Yet, when we can entreat an officer, we would spend it in some time upon that business. If you shall grant time.
At your kindest leisure.
If you shall cleave to my consequences, it shall make honor of you.
So I lose none in seeking to augment it, but keep my bosom franchise and allegiance clear. I shall be confident.
Good. Repose a while.
Thanks, sir. The like to you.
Go bid that mistress. When my drink is ready, she strike upon the bell. Get thee to bed. This dagger, which I see before me, the handle towards my hand, which may crush thee. Have thee not. Yet I see thee still. Art thou not? Vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeded from the heat of the brain? I see thee yet, in formless, palpable, which I now grow. Thou marshalled me the way that I was going. Such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made the fools of all the other senses. Or else, or of all the rest. For I see thee still, and on my blade and dutch gout of blood which was not so before. There's no such thing. It's the bloody business which informs us to mine eyes. Now, over the one half world, nature seems dead. Wicked dream, abused because of sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale like its offerings. With murder, alarmed by a sentinel wolf who howls his watch, as with his stealthy pace, stalking his ravishing side, towards his design moves like a ghost. Thou sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps which way they walk. Fear thy very stones tread of my warehouse, and take the present order from the time which now suits with it. Last night threat, he lives, words the heat of the deed to cold breath gives. The going is done. The bell bites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven. Not to hell!
Drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Ah! Peace was the owl that shrieked, the fatal bellman which gives the sternest good night. He is about it. Doors are open and the surf-baited rooms do mock their charge with snores. I have drugged their possets, and that death and nature do contend about them, whether they live or die.
Who's that? What oh?
Alack! I'm afraid they have awaked, and 'tis not done. He attempted not the deep confounds us. Had they the daggers ready, he did not have missed them. He not resembled my father as he slept. I have done it.
I have done the deed. Thou can't hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
What?
No.
As I descended?
Aye.
Ah! Rise and take a drink.
Donovan.
Oh, this is a sorry sight.
Foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
Oh, there's one did laugh and sleep, and one cried murder, and they did wake each other. So murder. They did say their prayers again to dress them to sleep.
They are two lodged together.
One cried, God bless us, and amen the other, as they had seen me with these hangman's hands. Listening their fears, I could not say amen, but they did say God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
Wherefore could not I pronounce amen? I had most need of blessing, and amen stuck in my throat.
These must not be thought after these ways, so as they will make us mad.
Thought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more, like that does not asleep. The innocent sleep, sleep that knits up the rebel sleeve of care. Death of each day's life, sore labor's path, chief nourishment, life's great feast.
What do you mean?
Still it cried, sleep no more, to all the house. Glamis hath murdered sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? Why, worthy dames, you unbend your noble strength to think so great and sickly of things. Go get some water and wash this filthy witness. Why have these daggers left the place? They must lie there! Go carry them and smear this with your own blood.
I'll go no more. I'm afraid to think what I have done. Look on as you can, I dare not.
For what purpose? Give me the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are but his pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood that bears a painted devil. Ye do bleed. I'll gild the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
What is that knocking? How is with me that every noise appalls me? What hands are these? Oh, they pluck out mine eyes. Oh, great Neptune's ocean, wash this blood clean of my hand? No. This my hand will rather the multitudinous seas incarnadine, making the green one red.
My hands are your color, but I'd shame to wear a heart so white. I hear knocking at the south entry. Retire we to our chamber. A little water clears us up this deed. How easy is it then? Your constancy hath left you unattended. Hark, more knocking. Get on your nightgown, lest occasion show us to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
Indeed, 'twere best not know myself. Lay it down, Ken, with thy knocking! I would thou could.
Here's a knocking indeed. If man were porter of Hellgate, he should have old turn the key. Knock, knock. Who's there in the name of Isabel? Here's a farmer who hanged himself on the expectation of plenty. Come in time, and napkins are now about you. Here you'll sweat for it. Knock, knock. Who's there in the other devil's name? Faith. He is an equivocator who could swear on both scales against either scale, yet could not equivocate to heaven. Oh, come in, equivocator. Knock, knock. Faith. He is an English tailor come hither for stealing from a French hose. Come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. Knock, knock. Never quiet. What are you? But it's true cold for hell here. I'll devil porter it no further. For I have thought to let in some of all confessions that go the primrose way and the everlasting bonfire. Anon, anon! I pray you, remember the portrait.
So late, friend, when you went to bed, that you do lie so late.
Hey, sir. We are crossing to the second cup. And drink, sir, is a great provoker. 3 things.
What 3 things does Drake especially provoke?
Marriage, sir. Nose painting, sleep, and urine. Electric, sir. It provokes
and unprovoked. It provokes the desire, but takes away the performance. Therefore, much strict may be said to be an equivocator with lechery. It makes him, and then it mars him, sets him on, and takes him off. It persuades him and disheartens him, makes him stand to, and not stand to. In conclusion, gives him a sleep, and there in the lie leaves him.
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
That it did, sir, in the very throat of me. But I requited him for his lie, and I think, being too strong for him, though he got my legs sometime, I made a shift to cast him.
Is thy master stirring? I'm not going to away from him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, sir.
Good morrow.
Oh. Is thy master stirring, worthy thing?
Not yet.
He did command me to call timely on him. I'm almost slipped the hour.
I'll bring you to him.
I know 'tis a joyful trouble to you, but yet 'tis one.
The labor with delight and physics pain. This is the door.
I'll make so bold to call, which is my limited service.
Knows the king hence today.
He does. Did appoint.
The night has been unruly where we lay. Our chimneys were blown down, and as they say, lamentings heard in the air, strange screams of death and prophesying, of dire combustion and confused events new hatched to the woeful time. The obscure bird clamored the livelong night, and some say the earth was feverous and did shake.
It was a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Or, tell me no heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What is the matter?
Fusion hath made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder has broke open the Lord's anointed temple and stole against the life of the building.
What is it said? The life?
Meaning of his majesty?
Approach the chamber, destroy your sights with the new Gorgon. Do not bid me speak, but see and speak yourself. Awake! Awake! Ring the alarm bell! Murder and treason! Awake! Awake! Grateful! Donovan! Malcolm! Awake! Take off this downward sleep dust counterfeit and look upon death itself! Up! Up! And see the great deliverance! Malcolm! Donovan! As the graves rise up and walk like spikes that rest this orb! Ring the bell!
What's the business of such a hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of the house? Speak.
Gentle lady, it's not for you to hear what I can speak. The repetition of women's ear will murder as it fell. Man, our royal master's murdered.
Alas! What? In our house?
Too cruel, anyway. Dear Duck, I pray thee, contradict thyself, and say it is not so.
And I would die now before this chance. And lose the blessed time. From this instance, there is nothing serious in mortality. Renown and grace is dead. The wine of life is drunk, the mere leaves is left of walk to brag off.
What is this?
You are, you do not know it, the head, the spring, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
The royal father's murdered.
Oh, by whom?
Those of this chamber, as it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were all badged with blood, as were their daggers, which, unwiped, we found upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
Juanita, to repent me of my fury that I just killed them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise, amazed, tempered and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment? Man, a violent love hath run the cause of reason. Here lay down, his silver skin laced in his golden blood, his gashed, stabs, his wasteful instance for nature. There the murderers stepped in the colors of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain that had a heart to love, and in that heart courage to make love known?
Help me hence.
Look to the lady.
Why do we hold our tongues that most may claim this argument ours?
what should be spoken here, where our fates, hidden in alder hole, may rush and seize us? Let us away. Our tears are not yet brewed.
Nor our strong sorrow upon the foot of motion.
Look to the lady. When we have our naked frailties hid, let us meet, and question this most bloody piece of work to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us. Great hand of God I stand, and against the undivulged pretense I fight of treasonous malice. And so do I.
And so do I.
And so do I.
So, all. Let's briefly put on manly readiness. Meet in the hall together.
Well contended.
What will you do? Let's not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office which a false man does easy. All to England.
Twilight and I, our separate fortunes shall keep us both safe. Where we are, there's daggers in men's smiles, the near in blood, the nearer bloody.
This murderous shaft that shot hath not yet lighted, and our safest way is to avoid the aim. Therefore to horse, and let us not be dainty of leave-taking, but shift away. There's warrant in that theft which steals itself when there's no mercy left.
310, I can remember well, for in the volume of which time I have seen hours dreadful and things strange, but this sore night has trifled former knowings.
Good Father, thou seest the heavens, as troubled by man's act, threaten his bloody stage. By clock 'tis day, and yet dark night strangles the traveling lamp. Is it night's predominance, or the day's shame that darkness does the face of earth entomb, when living light should kiss it?
'Tis unnatural, even as the deed that's done. On Tuesday last, a falcon, cowering in its private place, was by a mousing hour, hawked at and killed.
And Duncan's horses, a thing most strange and certain, beauteous and swift, the minions of their race, turned wild in nature, broke their stalls, flung out, contending against obedience, as to make war with mankind.
'Tis said they eat each other.
They did so, to the amazement of mine eyes that looked upon it. There comes the good Macduff. How goes the world, sir, now?
Why see you not?
Is it known who did this more than bloody?
Why those of Macbeth has slain.
Alas, what good could they pretend?
They were suborned, Malcolm and Donalbain, the king's two sons. Stole them away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed.
Against nature's still. Riftless ambition that would raven up thine own lives' needs. Then 'tis most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
It has already been named, and gone to school to be invested.
Where is Duncan's body?
Carried to Combe Kill, the sacred storehouse of his predecessors and guardian of their bones.
Will you to school?
No, cousin, out to fight.
Will I look thither?
Or may you see things well done there. Adieu. Lest our old robes sit easier than our new.
Farewell, Father.
God's benediction go with you, and with those who make good of bad, and friend of foe.
Thou hast it now.
King, Cotter, Glamis, all.
That just as a weird woman promised. Yet I fear thou hast played most foully. And it was said it would not stand in thy posterity, that myself shall be the root and father of many kings. There is truth in them. Upon thee, Macbeth, their speeches doth shine. Why, and the verities on thee made good. Should they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope? But hush, no more.
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast and all thing unbecoming.
Tonight, we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Let your highness commanded upon me my duties, which shall with most inconsolable time forever name.
Ride you this afternoon?
Aye, my good lord.
We should have best desired your good advice, which hath been in this day's council been both grave and prosperous. But we will take tomorrow. Is far you right?
Far, my lord, will go the time, was this and so. Go not my horse the better, I must be coming borrow the night, or a dark hour or twain.
Fail not our feet.
My lord, I will not.
We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confessing their cruel parricide, and filling their hearers with strange inventions. But of that tomorrow, when therewithal we shall have cause of state craving us jointly, hie you to horse, and adieu till you return tonight. Go sleep, answer.
Aye, my lord. What time does call upon?
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, and so to commend you to their backs. Let every man till 7 at night be master of his time. To make society the sweeter welcome, we will keep ourselves till supper time alone. Till then, God be with you. Sir, the word. Attend those men our pleasure.
They are, my lord, without the palace gate.
Bring them before us.
To me thus is nothing.
But to be safely thus.
Our fears in Banquo stick deep. And in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. As much he dares, into that dauntless temper of his mind, together wisdom that does guide his valor to act in safety. There is none but him whose being I do fear, and under him my genius is rebuked, as it is said Mark Antony's was by Caesar.
He chid the sisters when first they put the name of king upon thee.
And bade them speak to him.
Prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings.
Upon the head they placed a fruitless crown.
And put a barren scepter in thy grip, thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand.
O son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for Banquo's issue I have find my mind. For then the gracious Duncan I have murdered, with rankers in the vessels of my peace. An eternal jewel to become an enemy of man, only to make them kings. Seeds of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come fate into the list, and check me to the utterance. Who's that? I'll go to the door, and stay there till we call upon you. Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please your highness.
No. Then have you considered of my speech? Know that it was he who in the times past has held you so under fortune, who you thought had been I, this himself. This I made good to you in our last conference. Passed in probation with you, how you were born in hand, how crossed, the instruments, who brought with them, and all things else that have to have a notion of praise, say thus did Banquo.
You made it known to us.
I did so. And went further, which is now our point of second meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant that you can let this go? Are you so gospeled that you will pray for this good man and for his issue, whose heavy hands have bowed you to the grave and bagged yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
Aye, You go for men. As hounds, greyhounds, mongrels, saws, curs, water rods, and demi-wolves, kept all by the name of dogs. The valued file distinguishes the swift, the slow, the subtle, the housekeeper, the hunter, every one, according to the gift that bounteous nature hath been enclosed, whereby he does receive particular addition from their bill that writes them all alike. And so for men. Now if you have a station in that file, not in the worst rank of men, say it, and I will put that business in your bosoms, as execution takes our enemy off, and wraps you to the heart and love of us, where our lives but sickly in his health, which is death for perfect.
I am one, my liege, whom the vile blows and buffets of the world have so incensed that I am reckless what I do to spite the world.
And I another, so weary with disaster and tugged with fortune, that I would set my life upon any chance to mend it or be rid of it.
Both of you know Banquo is your enemy.
True, my lord.
So is he mine. Such bloody distance. Every minute of his being thrust against my nearest of life. And while I could, with barefaced power, sweep him from my sight, yet I must not. For certain friends that, above his and mine, whose loves I may not drop, but would while I myself would. And thence it is that I to your assistance do make love, masking the business from the common eye for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us.
Though our lives, my lord, are not worthy.
Spirits shine through you. Within this hour at most, I will acquaint you with perfect spy of the time, for it must be done tonight, and something from the palace. Thought that I required a clearness, and with it, Cleon's, his son, who keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than is his father's, must embrace that fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourself. I'll call upon you straight.
We resolve, my lord.
Abide within. It is concluded, Banquo. Thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Is Banquo gone from court?
I'm at it, but returns again tonight.
Say to the king I would attend his leisure for a few words.
Madam, I will.
Not had, all spent, for our desires got without content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. Oh, now, my lord, why do you keep alone? Of sorrow's fancies your companions make, using those thoughts which indeed should die, with them they think on. Things without our remedy should be without regard. What's done, 'tis done.
We have scorched the slave, not killed it. While she'll close and be herself, our poor Malice remains in danger of her former tomb. But let the frame of things disjoint. Both will suffer. Ere we will eat our meals in fear and sleep in the affliction of those terrible dreams that shake us nightly. Better be with the dead, whom we, to gain our peace, have sent to death, than under torture of the mind to lie in restless ecstasy. Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well. Treason's done its worst. Nor steam, nor poison, for a domestic, nothing can touch him further.
Come on, gentle, my lord. Sleep on your ruddy looks. Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight.
So shall I, love. And so I pray to you. Let your remembrance apply to Banquo. present him eminence with both the ear and tongue. Unsafe the wilder, we must lave our honors, disguise our faces.
You must leave this.
Full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest that Banquo and his fleance lives.
But in that nature's copies not return.
There's comfort yet. They are assailable. Then be thou jockey. Where the bat hath flown this cloistered flight, here to black tail Hackett's offerings, here the shared bond beetle with his drowsy hums has wrung night's yawning peals. Has to be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge dearest Chuck, till thou applauds the deed. Come, this healing night, scarf off the tender eye of pitiful day, and with thy blood and invisible hand, cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Good things of day begin to droop and drowse, as night's black ages to their praise do rouse. Thou marvelest at my word, but hold thee still. Bad things make strong themselves by ill. So prithee, go with me.
Who bid thee join us?
Macbeth.
He needs not our mistrust.
Then stand with us. The west yet glimmers with some streaks of day. Now spurs the lated traveler apace to gain his timely inn, for near approaches the subject of our watch.
Hark! I hear horses.
Give us light there! Ho!
And 'tis he, wrestler with the exception, already in the court.
His horses go about.
Almost a mile, but he does usually. So all men do, from hence to the palace gate, make it their walk.
All right.
'Tis he.
Stand to it.
Shall we rain tonight?
Then let it come down!
Oh, treachery! Fire! Fire!
The sun is fled. You've lost the best half of our affair.
You know your own degrees. Sit down. At first and last, a hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
Ourselves will mingle with society and play the humble host. Our hostess keeps us late, but in best that time we will reply our welcome.
Pronounce it for me, sir. To all our friends, for my heart speaks, they are welcome.
See, they encounter thee with their hearts' thanks. Both sides are even. Here also, in the midst, be large and mirth. Anon will drink it, measure to the table round. There's blood upon thy face!
His Banquo's men.
Everything that he without. Is he dispatched?
His throat is cut, my lord. That I did for him.
Thou art the best of the cutthroats. Yet he's good that did the like for Fleance. If thou didst it, thou art an unparalleled.
Most royal sir, Fleance escaped.
Comes my fit again? It has been perfect! Whole as the marble, founded as the rock, as broad and general as the casing air. Now encamped, cribbed, confined, and bound to saucy doubts and fears. But Banquo's safe.
Aye, my good lord. Safe in the ditch he bides, with 20 trenched gashes on his face, the least of death in nature.
Thanks for that. There the ground serpent lies. The one that's fled hath nature that in time will venom breed. But no time for the present. Get thee gone. We will hear ourselves tomorrow.
My worthy lord, you do not give the cheer. The feast is sold. To feed were best at home. From thence the sauce to meat for ceremony, meeting were bare without it.
Sweet remembrance. Now good digest, wait an appetite, and help our Lord.
May it please your highness sit.
Here had we now our country's honor roof, for the graced person of Banquo present. Whom may I rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance.
His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please of your highness to grace us with your royal company.
The table is full.
Here's a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord. What is the news, your highness?
Which of you have done this?
What is the matter?
my lord?
Oh, never shame thy glory not in me! Thou canst not say I did it!
Gentlemen, rise. His highness is not well.
Seaworthy friends, my lord is often thus and hath been from his youth. Pray you, keep seat. The fit is momentary upon a thought. He will again do well. If much you note him, you shall offend him and extend his passion. Feed in regard to nothing. Are you a man?
I am a bold one that dare look upon that which might appall the devil!
Oh, proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan. All these flaws and starts, imposters to true fear would well become a woman's story at a winter's fire, authorized by her grandam. Shame itself, why do you make these faces when all's done? You look but on a stool.
Pretty! See! Look, hope, and hold. What can I? If thou canst not, speak too. If our charnel houses and our graves must send those that we bury back, our monuments will be the maws of kites.
Quite unmanned in folly.
If I stand here, I saw him.
But shame.
Blood that shed here now. In the olden time, had the human statue purged with a gentle wheel. Aye, it seems too. Murders have been performed, too terrible for the ear. There was a time when the brains were out, the men will die. They're an end. But they rise again, with 20 mortal murders on their crowns and push us from our stools. This is more strange than such a murder is.
My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you.
Did you forget? My worthiest friend, do not muse in me. I have a strange infirmity which is nothing to those that know me. Let's drink a measure to the table round. Then I'll sit down. Give me some money. I drink to the general joy of the whole table. And to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. Yeah. To all and him, and all to all we curse.
Our duties and our pledge.
Upon thee, and quit my sight! Let the earth hide thee! Thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold! Thou hast no speculation in those eyes that thou dost stare with!
Think of this, good peers, as but a thing of custom. 'Tis no other, only it spoils the pleasure of the time.
What man dare? I dare! Approach thou like a rapid Russian bear! On the armed rhinoceros, the hurricane tiger! Take any shape but that, and my firm nerves shall never tremble. To be alive again, and dare me to the desert with thy sword. If trembling I never do, protect me, the baby of a girl! Hail's horrible shadow! Unreal mockery! Hail! What? So, be gone. Man, brave! Sit still!
Place the mirth. Broke the good meaning with most admired disorder.
Can such things be? And overcome us like a summer's cloud, without our special wonder? Make me strange, and even to the disposition that I think you can behold such sights and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks. Our minds blanched with fear!
What sights, my
The
lord?
brave, speak not. He grows worse and worse. Questioning rages him. At once, good night. Stand out upon the order of your going, just go at once.
Good night. And better health attend his majesty.
Kind night to all.
We'll have blood. Blood will have blood, they say. Stones have been known to move, and trees to speak. Augurs, and maggot pies and coughs and rooks brought forth the secrets, man of blood. What is the night?
Almost at odds with the morning, which is which.
How sayest thou that Macduff denies his person at our great bidding?
Did you send to him, sir?
No, I hear it by the way, but I will send. There's not a one of them in his house I do not keep a certain fee. Tomorrow I will. And bedtimes I will to the weird sisters. Mark! For now I am bent to know by the worst means the worst. For mine own good all costs shall give way. I am in blood step so far, and should I wait no more, returning or as tedious as to go over. Strange things I haven't had that must in hand. They must be acted ere they may be scanned.
You lack the season of all natures. Sleep.
Come, will to sleep. My strange and self-abuses, the initiate fear that once hired youth. We are yet but young, indeed.
your vessels and your spells provide, your charms and everything beside.
I am for the air. This night I'll spend as the faithful and dismal end.
Great business must be wrought ere noon.
Upon the corner of the moon there hangs a vaporous drop for bow. I'll catch it ere it comes to ground.
And that distilled by magic's light shall raise such artificial sprites as by the strength of their illusion shall draw him on to his